Alright, we're back. Front Row Fanatics, Friday night bullshit. Question. Ready for another one?
Woo!
That was quick.
Quick
I
and
heard
to
you
the
like
point.
it quick.
Oh!
Quick as I can get it.
No, you guys kind of already answered this, but whatever. Rebecca wants to know, what was your first indie show that you attended? And what age?
My first indie show, Fort Walton Beach, Florida. Max Bruner Jr. High School, where I attended. I was in 7th grade, I think 12 maybe. It was a Gulf Coast Championship Wrestling show, and on the card was Mike the California Hippie Boyette,
Wow.
Ken Lucas, Cowboy Bob Kelly, Colonel J.C. Dykes and the Mighty Masked Yankees, Duke the Guillotine Miller, Dynamite Dick Dunn. Those are all I can remember off the top of my head. You know, I'm an old drunken bastard, so, you know, that's best as I can tell you. I had a blast. The crowd was into it. Loved it, you know. What can I tell you?
Mine, I don't remember what year it was. I had kind of gotten out of watching, you know, the big time wrestling, and I saw a flyer, and it was at the Italian American Club, pretty much right across the street from the PWA where it ended up being. And Robert Gibson put the show on, and there was probably maybe 15, 20 people there, but I had the most fun I'd had in years, and I reference it all the time. It was Jerry Reiner's first match, the infamous over-the-top rope dive. But it was one of Bobby Doll's. He'd only been doing it a little while, and he wasn't doing the black sheep gimmick. He had on white pants, white shirt with gold, and had this manager. A funny story about that is that manager, I thought he was really good. He was kind of cheesy, and I asked Bob one time, I said, man, he kind of reminded me of a used car salesman, and he looked at me and he goes, he was. I was like, no shit, wow.
Who was the manager?
I
Can't remember the name.
No. But they had like Prince of Pain, Joe Kane on the card, TNT, some kid named the Cajun Kid, which me and Jerry have gone round and round. I swear to God the Cajun Kid was Jerry Reiner, but he swears up and down it wasn't him. But it was called All Pro, not to be confused with the All Pro that's going around now. But it was All Pro Wrestling, and Robert Gibson put it on. And he didn't wrestle on the card. Chris Cody was on the card, and they had
Chicken Man, as my son used to call him when he was little.
Awesome Al Savage, and they had Steve Savage was ring announcing, I think. So that was my first show.
Sweet.
Hey, Gargoyle, I bet you can't say Dynamite Dick Doug. What was it?
Dynamite Dick Dunn.
Say it 10 times fast.
10 times? Dynamite Dick Dunn, 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 Dynamite Dick Dunn.
He can still drive.
Yeah! The highways and byways of Escambia and Santa Rosa County are still safe for now. If not, I will throw away the keys and I'll sleep on the floor somewhere, so.
Okay, how did Front Row Fanatics begin?
Well,
That's
okay.
been asked by a lot of people. Sorry to cut you off.
I guess this one falls on me. As a lot of people know, Calvin / Pain Lord, a friend of mine, he had been originally involved with PWA a long time ago when Internet and I were both fans and everything. And at that particular time, I didn't know him until I met him through a mutual friend. And I hadn't seen him in a while, and then I was over at this friend's house, and he was having a barbecue, and lo and behold, who was there but Calvin? We started talking, and I had told him, yeah, I've been going to indie wrestling shows, you know, and then MySpace, blah, blah, blah. Kyle Sasso, you know, involved with PWA back then also.
It was NW Sasso back then.
Yes, NW Sasso at that time. We were on MySpace, and I said, yeah, we have a mutual friend, and we got discussing. I talked to Calvin, got him to come into wrestling, and we started going to indie shows. I got him coming to Ultimate. Then we were going to CSW in Mossy Head, but at the time they were called, I believe it was UHPW, maybe, or maybe it was CSW. They've gone through several name changes. When I first started going, it was UPW, evolved to HPW, then to UHPW, now Culture Shock. But anyway, I'm getting off track as I'm drinking more beer. Calvin and I started attending shows. Calvin likes filming. You know, he's good on the computer, a lot of skills. He started filming this stuff. We would go to shows, he'd film, and, you know, and I'm thinking, you know, a lot of people ask, about promotions. So why don't we do a little show or something? So the first original Front Row Fanatics show we did was after Calvin and I had attended XIW in Pascagoula, Mississippi, ran by Adrian Whisper. New Jack was on the card, where you can see the video still where they mass chaos chairs in the ring a la Terry Funk ECW. Good card, good show. We started filming it out in my driveway. I'd be drinking beer like I am now. We did it in the driveway or in the house or whatever, depending on the weather. That's how it started. Calvin has other interests in multitude of websites, Lords of Pain, fishing websites. He got busy, met Internet and Elixiandra at Ultimate shows. We became friends, and then we decided version 2, whatever, let's bring Internet and then in, blah, 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 and here we go, highways, byways, you meet people, you make friends. That's how it started, and now this is what you got, so.
Okay. Jerry wants to know, whose idea was the chops?
We're not quite sure where that originated. I know at one point me and Gargoyle were talking about who gave the hardest chops, and we had, if you could take a chop from somebody, who would it be? And we both decided the two biggest names were John Riker and Death Row. And nothing ever came of it. And one day I looked on, the YouTube account, and there's Gargoyle taking a chop from John Riker, and I remember being bummed about it, like, man.
No, wait. Did not, when we were doing Front Row Fanatics with you, myself, and Calvin, and we had T.A. Jones, I believe it was T.A. Jones, delivered the first chops on air to us. Right. You took it first, and I said, well, if you're doing it, I got to do it.
It was after that. We talked about who would do it.
Exactly.
But I remember being bummed when I saw you take a chop from John Riker, and then so finally I finagled my way backstage, and sounds stupid, Death Row chopped me, and he chopped the shit out of me. And then that was just sort of like a hook, you get people watching to see a crazy masked guy and a fat guy get the shit chopped out of them, and we're kind of getting away from it now. We have a lot to talk about on the show now. The first couple of shows we were kind of playing with the formula and, needed a hook, but you never know when chops will return.
I still think some chops need to return. I'm kind of feeling the need for some chops.
We hadn't had any in a while.
No, this is true.
It's been a long time.
We don't want to get soft on,
and this is not an open invite for wrestlers to chop the shit out of us anywhere we go. That shit does hurt. But
that's right.
Kayfabe.
Yeah, kayfabe.
Yeah, and if you've seen any of the videos, you've seen handprints and stuff left upon our bodies from some of them chops. But
we've actually approached some wrestlers about it, and we don't hold it against. Some of them will say, you know what, I took an oath to protect the business. God bless you for it. We don't hold that against anybody.
No, if you want to do it, great. You don't. No problem.
No problem. Like I said, it's not, we're not going to slam you or nothing. We're not like that. But
we just like doing it because we're sick freaks. But with that being said, we're getting the high sign from the lovely Elixiandra Page, so we're going to take a break, hit the bathroom, refresh the drinks, think of more bullshit, lies, and stories to talk about, so we'll be right back.